Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are good. Today we will do review exercise 9 and we do from question number 6 to question number 10. Let's start students. Now students, question number 6. A lorry leave a factory on a journey of 195 km at 08:45 traveling at an average speed of 52 km per hour. In part number 1 we have to find the time at which lorry arrive at its destination. We know that the time formula to find the time, the formula is distance over speed. Distance is 195. 195 divided by 52, and by pressing shift we get the answer in max number, that is 3 by 4, and we know that that is the hours and that time is in minutes. We have to convert this in minutes. That 3 by 4, it means it is 45 minutes. It means time is 3 hours and 45 minutes. The time is 8:45. We have to move 3 hours forward. 8, 9, 10, 11. It's become 9:45, or when we add 45 minutes in it, that is 3 hours. After 3 hours the time is 11:45, and when we add 45 minutes in it, that 45 minutes 12 and 12:30. That is 12:30 time. Now the arrival time is 12:30, and that is the time we have to find in this question. The time at which lorry reaches its destination is 12:30. Now students, part number 2. On the return journey, the lorry leaves at 14:55 and arrive at the factory at 18:15. Calculate the time taken and the average speed of the lorry on the return journey. That is the leaving time and that is the arrival time. We have to find the time. Part number 2 is 14:55. The time is 14:55. After 5 minutes, the time will be 5 minutes. And after 15, we have to move 18, 15, 16, 17, 18. And that time is 3 hours. And that is 15 minutes more. And that 15 minutes. And that time is 18, 15. That is 3 hours. Now we have to add this time. 15 minutes, 3 hours and 20 minutes we get. That is the total time for which we travel. 3 hours and 3 hours and 20 minutes are the arrival time of the lorry. Now calculate the time taken and the average speed. We also have to find the average speed. The speed formula is distance over time. If we convert into hours, then we have to divide it by 60 and we get 3 hours and 1 by 3. It is 3, 1 by 3. We have to divide the minutes by 60 to that the time is 3 by 1 by 3 hours. Now in improper fractions it becomes 10 by 3 hours. And speed is equal to distance over time. The total distance is covered is 195 and time is 10 over 3. 195 10 multiply by 3. We have to calculate it. 195 multiply by 3 divided by 10 and we get 58.5 kilometers per hour. The speed is equal to 58.5 kilometer per hour. Now students, this question number 6 is solved. Now students, question number 7. In a triathlon, an athlete swims 750 meters in 15 minutes, cycles at an average speed of 40 km per hour for 30 minutes and runs 5 km at an average speed of 3 meter per second. Find the average speed for the entire competition. Given your answer in kilometer per hour. First it swims, then cycles, and then it runs. We have to find the average speed. First, we have for average speed, we know that the distance divided by time. We know all the distances and we know all the times. For swimming, distance and time is available. First, we have to find the distance of cycling. Distance that the athlete cycles 40 multiply by 30. Distance, we have to find distance by speed multiply by time. That speed is 40 and the time is in minutes, and we have to convert into hours by dividing it 60 and we get 3, 2 and 20. We get the distance 20 meters. In the third situation, and runs 5 km at an average speed of 3 meter per second. Their time is not given to us. We have to find the time, and average speed is given to us in meters per second, and the time is given to distance is given to us in kilometers per. We have to first convert it into minutes into. In the third situation, he runs 5 km at an average speed of 3 meter per second. The time is not given to us. Distance is given to us, but time is not given to us. We have to convert this distance into meters because speed is given to us in meter per second. And time taken for the athlete to run 5 uh, 5 kilometer, which we convert into meters by multiplying it 1000 and 3 meters and divided by 3. 5 multiplied by 1000 divided by 3 and convert this answer into mixed number. We get 666 2 by 3. That is the time, which is in seconds, and we have to convert this time into minutes by dividing it's 360 seconds and divided by 3600 divided by 3600 and we get 25 over 54. We get the time 25 upon 54. That is the time. In calculator, we can divide this situation by 3600. We get the answer. And this times in hours. We have to find the average speed in this formula, and we know that the speed formula is total distance covered divided by a total time taken. Divided by total time taken. Now first we have to write the total distance. Total distance is 75 meter. We have to convert into kilometers by dividing it 1000. 750 we have to divide it by 1000, and second distance is 5 kilometers, and for cycles we have to find it 20 kilometers. 20 kilometer we had to and by adding we get 0.75 plus 5 plus 20, we get the average distance 25.75. Now we have to add up the total time taken. Total time 15 minutes. We have to convert into hours by dividing by 60, and for cycles it is 30 minutes. We convert it into hours by divide by 60, and that is 25 by 54 hours. We have to add up these. 15 divided by 60, we get 1 by 4, 0.25, and 33 divided by 6, 1 by 2.5, and 24 divided by 54, we get 0.462. We have to add up these 0.5, 0.25, and we get 1.21. We get the total time 1.21 hours. Now put these values in the speed formula. Total distance covered 25.75 and total time 1.21. We have to divide 25.75 divided by answer, and we get by pressing shift and that sign we get the answer in mixed number, and that is 21 or 30 over 131. Speed formula kilometer per hour. Now students, that is the speed we have to find in this equation, in this question. Now students, question number 7 is solved. Now students, question number 8. 2 points A and B are x meter apart. C lies on the straight line joining A and B such that the ratio of the length AC to that of CB is 2 and 3. An object travel from A to C is half a minute, and then from C to B at an average speed of 30 meter per second. Find an expression for. We have to find the expression in this question. It means that the x remains in this it means that the x will become in the answer. We have to find the expression. The time taken for an object to travel from C to B. We have to find the expression for a time taken from C to B. Let's suppose that is a distance A and B, and this is x meter apart. And there is a point C such that the point is that is ratio 2 and 3. That 2 and 3. The point C lies at that point. And first we have to find the expression for a time taken from C to B. And the C to B, the average speed is given, which is 30 meter per second. First we have to let the distance from A to CB Let the distance from A to C, that is 2, and the total distance is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we write it like that, 2 to 5x. Let the distance from A to C, 2 ratio 5x. And let the distance from C to B or B to C be 3 by 5x, because its ratio is 3. 30 seconds, because half a minute, and it is 30 seconds. An average speed from C to B, 30 meters per second. In the part number 1, we have to find the time, and time formula is distance over speed. Distance is 3 by 5x, and we have to divide it by speed, which is 30, and this is in meters. And 3, 5, 30x, and 10, 1 by 50x seconds. That is the time. We have to find an expression, and that is the answer of part number 1. Part number 2, an average speed of an object for its entire journey. We have to now find the average speed of the entire journey from A to B. We know the distance formula is, we know the speed, average speed will be equal to total distance divided by total time. We know that the total distance is x. From A to B, the distance is given to us x, and the total time is that is half a minute. From A to C is half a minute, which is 30 seconds. And from B to C to B we find, which is 1 by 50x. Now we have to calculate it by taking LCM. We get 50 and 30, 150 divided 13, we get 1500. 1500 plus x, we taking LCM of it, and there is 50, and by multiplying 30 with 50 we get 1500 plus x, and this values goes upward. This is 50x, 1500 plus x, and this speed unit is meter per second, and that is expression for part number 2. Now students, question number 8 is solved. Now students, question number 9, Farhan cycles the first part. Now students, question number 9, Farhan cycles the first part of a 150-kilometer journey at an average speed of 35 kilometer per hour and walks the remaining distance at an average speed of 5 kilometer per hour. If he takes 4.5 hours for this entire journey, find the distance that he cycles. Now students, the situation is that the Farhan first part is 150 kilometer and its average speed is also given 35 kilometer per hour, and he walks the remaining distance at an average speed, which average speed is 5 kilometer per hour. If he takes, that is the total time given for the entire journey, but we have to find the distance only for the first part which he cycles. Now we suppose, let the first part of the journey be x kilometer. Then the remaining part of the journey will be we have to minus the first journey and we get the remaining journey, which is 500 minus x, because we suppose it and we also have to find it that he cycles, that's journey, that distance. And this is 500 minus x kilometers. And time taken for the entire journey is 4.5 hours. Now students, time taken for the entire journey is 4.5 hours. Finding the value of x, we have to put these values equal to the time. Total distance over total speed. Now students, time is equal to total distance over total speed, and for the first part that the time is for the entire journey, which is 4.5, and the total distance and total speed. For the first part the total distance is x and the speed is 35. For the second part the total distance is 150 minus x and the speed is 5. This distance over speed for first time and the total distance over speed for second time, we have to add it because total time is given to us 4.5. The time which is given to us for the entire journey is 4.5, and that is the entire journey. Now we will have to calculate it. 4.5. Now we finish the denominator by multiplying it 35 both sides. 35x 150 minus x 35 or 5 7. Now students, 35 multiplied by 4.35 multiplied by 4.5, we get 157.5. This is x, and 7 multiplied by 150, we get 1050, and minus 7x will, that is minus 6 and plus 1050 and 157.5. 6x come 1050 and we have to subtract it 157.5. 1050 minus 157.5, we get 6x 892.5. 892.5 divided by 6, 148.75. Now students, the distance covered for the first time is 148.75 kilometers. And that is the answer of question number 9. Now it's solved. Now students, question number 10. The diameter of a wheel of a car is 48 centimeter. If the car travel at an average speed of 3.5 kilometer per hour, find the number of the revolutions made by the wheel per minute, giving your answer correct to the nearest whole number. Take pi to be 3.142. Now students, for the revolution we have to find first the circumference of a tire. To find the circumference of a tire, we know that the formula is 2 pi r. We have to find the radius and diameter is given to us. That's why we first to find the radius. Radius of the wheel is 48 and divided by 2, and we get the 24 centimeter, that is the radius, and the circumference of the wheel 2 pi r. Now putting value 3.142 and r is 24. By calculating we get the circumference of a wheel 2 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 3.142 and we get 150.816 centimeters. That is the circumference of the wheel. Distance traveled by the car in 1 minute is 3.5 divided by 60. We have to convert into minutes, and the distance is in kilometers per hour, and 1 hour has 60 minutes. That's why we divided it by 60 and we get 3.5 divided by 60. We get 7 120. Now we get the answer 7 by 120, and that is in kilometers. That is in kilometer. We have to convert into centimeter because the radius of wheel is given is in centimeter and circumference also. And by converting into kilometer into centimeter, we have to divide it thousands meters and then 100 um, in centimeters. Now by solving it, we get multiply by 1 2 3 4 5. We get 85 in mixed number. 8533 1 by 3. We get 8533 1 by 3. This is in mixed number. Now divide this value by the circumference of the wheel. We get the revolutions, number of revolutions per minute. Now number of revolutions per minutes will be equal to, we have to divide 58113 by 150.816. Now divided by 150.816 and we get 38.6, and we have to write in a whole number, and we that the answer is 96 to the nearest whole number, and the answer is 39. We have to write in a whole number, and there is 6. I converted into whole number to the nearest whole number to the nearest whole number. Now students, this is the answer of question number 10. Now this exercise is finished. I hope you understand the exercise very well. Thank you very much students for watching my videos. Take care of self. Allah Hafiz.